All right, people. There we go. Let me bring that back up. Cue it up.
This is what happens when you die. That is what happens when he dies. And that is
But this is what we doing. So if y'all wondering what's going on,
something that I know
I am here. Happy Monday. We are reacting with the reactor. So yeah, basically we're supporting our family, our YouTube family channel. And we're gonna sit here and rock out with them. I will be on later after her stream is over. But what I need all y'all to do is
and people
definitely go
shouldn't
over
even
there,
know. Like they're supposed to know the rules of
channel,
death.
and subscribe.
They didn't even know there was rules to being dead.
We're definitely trying to help her get her numbers up. Definitely trying to help her get her numbers up. So definitely, y'all. I did this so anybody who rock with me that's gonna come on, y'all see her and y'all know to go over there to her channel to subscribe. And if you could do me a favor,
Just
if you do go
sweating it.
over there, either throw up a thumbs up or throw up a mod squad in the chat so she knows it's us. Make sure I let her know what's going on over here.
Death for the dead is
Damn, I didn't mean to do that.
it gets worse apparently. When she said she was reconstructing that house, she reconstructed the house. That was 3 months? What? I forgot about the bar she put in there.
Hey Chaos, what's up, man? What's up, Chaos? I will definitely be on later. We just rocking out. I'm supporting one of my people, one of our YouTube family channels. So uh she's live. Yeah, she's live right now doing a reaction to Beetlejuice. And I just thought about it like, you know what, if I do a stream reacting to her reaction, then my people come in and then we'll go over there and I'm trying to get her numbers up. Oh yeah, yeah, that's what's up, bro. I will be in all day. I ain't going nowhere. Uh I'm probably not even gonna hit the water because yeah, New York about to be nuts today, man. New York about to be nuts. We just off the back of the shit I covered yesterday with the Madison Square Garden, Trump at Madison Square Garden, and
See,
then
now
that's following up with the Yankee
again,
game.
not trying to spoil the second one,
You
but
feel me? So New York gonna be nuts. Anywhere outside
obviously
today gonna be fucking nuts. And I'm just gonna be in today. I got mad calls I
I'm
gotta
sure it's
do,
already been
business calls I
shown
gotta do, fucking
that they
personal
went
shit. I've been
back to show
so
like what Beetlejuice
it's
was
just
before
that
he became we
she
know.
hit me up and let me know that she was gonna be on live. So
And
I just went to her channel, checked her out,
I just wish in the
and
first Beetlejuice when
I just want to show her the
Beetlejuice
support.
was explaining who he was,
I definitely want to show her the
they kind
support.
of would have done like flashback
You feel me?
and shown.
Wait, damn.
Because what we see in the second
Hold
one
on, I
is
just
that
lost the damn chat.
he's always been that way, the way that we know him to be. But then the way Juno
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
describes
Definitely,
him
definitely, definitely, chaos. We
seems
could
like at
talk on the back
one
end.
point
Hold on, let me text her and
wasn't
let her know to check her live.
the Beetlejuice we know.
Yeah, yo. Whenever
Ticka ticka ticka.
anybody get a chance, chaos. Anybody get a chance, and you go over and sub to her channel, just either throw a thumbs up,
Again, we're learning and growing. So if us
in her
watching while
chat, throw a
over
thumbs up, or
uh
even a mod squad so
I
she'll
don't
know
know
it's
if my
us.
paper
But yeah, yo,
format
I'll
is
definitely be here,
down,
chaos. I'll
but
definitely be here. I ain't
pretty
moving.
sure the next will
Only
be
thing I might
doing
do
is
is just move to go
Salem.
grab some more stoves and wash my ass and shit and get cleaned up. But we about to lock in for the day,
So
bro.
a lot of what you'll see is
Right now, we at the end of the
during
month, and
us
this is all
doing a
about to
lot
be a
of jumping
numbers
depths.
game, bro. I'm about to go hard with playing the
Had I
numbers
been
game.
born
So I will
many,
definitely
many,
be here.
many years before,
Yeah, we're gonna
yes,
talk. We
that
gotta talk on the
actually
back
would
end
have
about
happened. I'll
that
tell you that right
chaos.
now. Would
You
not
know,
have happened.
I'm gonna shoot you a little link when you get in later, and we can work that out. We'll definitely work that out. You know
Definitely
what?
is fine.
Let me shit. You know what I didn't do? Give me 1 second, chaos.
That man was fine.
Let me get. You know what?
And like, oh,
That's a dope name.
to watch like Crybaby. Oh, I love Crybaby. Oh, when he was in Nightmare on Elm Street. I know he ain't in it that much, but to still just to watch him. Mm, mm.
All right, y'all. So here's the link to her channel.
What's that?
I'm gonna put it in the chat.
I mean, he's still good looking. Age like some fine wine. Let me
Oh
stop.
Lord,
Let me stop. Let me stop. Let me get back to Beetlejuice. I'm sorry.
she gonna get Johnny Depp
We're
beat
not
up.
talking about Johnny Depp. We'll get into that later. Because we got a lot of Johnny Depp to get into.
Oh, come on, why my shit is acting funky. Yeah, my shit is acting. My shit is acting up every time I go to switch over.
If we were 20 at the same time. Ha! Mm. Maybe in another lifetime. Maybe in another lifetime. Anyways. mm.
I'm
I
playing.
really wish they would have fixed her bangs. I mean, I know it's like her character,
You
so
know
it's
I'm
like
playing.
iconic. But damn, them bangs are fucked up. Strange and unusual. That iconic line there is one of the most quoted lines of Beetlejuice. You would think it was it's showtime, but no, it's nothing. Let me move my timer down here. Oh, I don't want to cover my Beetlejuice. Move it over here. Actually, no, I'll move it back over here and I'll move my chat back.
I know this gonna jam me up when I do it. But I gotta do this. I gotta do this shit too to look at the YouTube back
There
end.
we go. Now it's over my little Beetlejuice, but it's fine. I know that they thought it was strange that somebody.
Yo, give me a second, y'all. Give me 1 second. I hope all these windows don't crash my shit. I got a feeling this shit gonna fucking make my shit just crash.
Happy to know that they were dead. Like that's awesome. You guys are dead. Ah. Now, again, I hate that they came out with a sequel because it's hard to like now watch this movie and like not think back to the sequel. Well,
Yeah, I don't like that when this shit is happening, yo. Like, fucking,
think back, think forward.
you feel me?
Because there's so many questions that I have.
All right, I just gotta leave it alone and let it rock, yo. I think that's what I gotta do. I gotta just stop fucking with buttons and leave this shit alone and just let it rock. I'm gonna just let it rock while she's on stream, and yeah, I'm gonna just let it rock while she's on stream. Because I think every time I open up a window, it's stopping the stream and it's fucking it up. So I just need to do this last little. Oh my god, yo! Talk about system overload. But that's my
Thinking
people.
about
So
dyslexia. Mm, I don't know what I'm thinking about it, but I'm having some thought. I mean, obviously, in the beginning of the movie, they show that he's got
all right, there we go. We back up.
a little bit of dyslexia, but I don't even know.
Let me bring it current. Oh damn, I mean it.
I
Fuck.
mean,
My bad,
in the
y'all.
different variations of ghost movies and TV shows that we see today. Have you seen the TV show Ghost, where it's a girl and it's a girl and her husband, and they uh not buy, but she inherits this like mansion. Oh, just have the intro to Beetlejuice. They really like they toned him down in the second one. Yeah, they really like in this one. He's just so much more like, what, like, Julia.
All right, I promise y'all, I'm gonna leave it alone because every time I touch something, it fucking adds a delay. So I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna try to see if I can manage this shit from my phone. Maybe that'll be easier.
Dude is wild. Dude is wild. Unhinged as fuck. Sandworms. Hope you like Italian. I forgot that she did that in the first one. I remember watching the second one and oh yeah, that scene was improvised because okay, so the scene where they leave him and he kicks the tree and he goes nice fucking model, that was improvised because the tree wasn't supposed to fall. So he was yelling that to the set guy. uh,
You know it. uh,
goodness.
you know it. You know it.
Okay, so this is where we got the when people off themselves that they become civil 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 servants. I wonder if somebody actually dropped the house on a man, the girl's sister. Yeah, the 80s style. Interesting. Dale. Daylight come and won't go home. Get my shit. Daylight come and you won't go home. This shit pisses me off. Halloween hasn't even passed yet, and Coke already has Christmas cans. So apparently, this scene wasn't even like about to happen because Tim Burton didn't think that Harry Bel Belcantain. I always mess up his last name. But he didn't think his music would work in like a horror comedy. But obviously, as we all see, it worked perfectly. Wow. And the choreo was improvised, made up on the spot. They went with the flow, which I've done that before too. When I did a thing in high school, had to make up choreography, um, and made up the choreography like 10 minutes after getting the song. So and then of course I feel like he did this to show that like people will do anything to make money because anybody within their right mind would not want to like fuck with the supernatural. Like leave that shit alone. And then you got the people that are money hungry and are like, ooh, people will pay a lot for ghosts. Fuck that they're already still roaming because they're trying to find peace, which just make them stay on this plane for longer. Damn. Just called her a flake and shit. Damn. Why you had to ride her ass like that? You experienced this shit too. Oh shit. They did it. They called them. So is
I really see a big future for her. I see a bright future. She's definitely gonna be a good personality.
is it her stepmom or her mom? Because in the musical, that's her
This is just
stepmom.
her second video, and she's already getting in her groove. So imagine once she starts doing like long term content, she's definitely gonna be in her groove. Because this is only her second video, and you think that she's been a live streamer forever, and this is only her second video, y'all. All right, let me get my ass in gear. Make sure I got everything set up. I'm gonna leave this alone. I'm gonna leave this alone because every time I touch it, it slows down the stream. But it took me a minute because I had to get everything set up. But I'm just gonna let it rock.
Ooh, snake scene.
She has a counter on her channel where I guess it's counting down the time frame of the movie. Cool, but we just gonna let it rock. And once again, I thank you all for coming through. Thank you for the support. I thank you for supporting our affiliates and other channels. Like I told y'all before,
Damn, look
this
at the
is
blue
something that
circle shit.
I've been wanting to do as far as doing
Oh my
what
god.
the YouTubers are not doing for us. And that's helping each other grow. Like, I'm not big. My channel's not the biggest channel. I don't have millions of views. But if I'm a channel where at least I got more than the people I'm helping, then yeah, they can piggyback off of me. You know, now in certain cases, when I see a talent, like I see like with this channel with her, I believe that in time she's definitely gonna surpass my numbers quick. I just see all of the makings of everything. Everything gonna fall into place for her. And I see her channel like
Damn,
definitely
well, hard.
popping as long as she just
They
stays the course, you know,
they really
and
did
getting the
tone them
algorithm.
down
But that's
on
where
the
I
second
come
one.
in. That's where Big Uncle comes in, and I'm gonna make sure I can help her as much as possible. But with
Apparently, they
that
wanted to
being
make that
said,
scene even worse.
I know what I know, yo, and I know that eventually her channel is gonna surpass mine quick. Like she's gonna make my little 1,500 subs look like a joke, and I'm all for it. I'm all for it. I actually want her channel to blow past mine, you know. But with that being said, thank you all for coming. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. You know, hey, while you're here on my end, you can hit the like button too. But definitely, this is all about going to her channel. Going to
Most
her
definitely.
channel and showing some support over there. Sub and like.
That's so bad. That's so bad.
All right, I'm gonna leave it alone because like I said, every time I touch it, it
Oh
fucks up. So,
god.
so I'm gonna leave it alone. Meanwhile, while we do this, I'm getting the Yu-Gi-Oh set up. I'm getting the Warframe set up, and I'll be doing some work myself. So I'll be here all day.
Oh, Juno added it. I
How do
always
you
thought,
feel like moving?
as many times as I've watched this movie and as many times as she said the whorehouse was her idea, I always thought that Beetlejuice was the one that made that shit appear. Uh, uh.
Oh shit! I just said I wasn't gonna touch nothing, and I did.
I never paid attention to the people behind them when they were in Juno's office. Are they just watching? Like, are they just watching them? Shrimp.
Make sure I got my banner up too.
Why is this man in it? Like, they're in clothes, everyday clothes. This man is in a robe. I'm pretty sure there was never like a pool built by this house.
Yeah, so I'm gonna just let it rock. I'm gonna get while we do that, I'm gonna get myself a little warmed up on Yu-Gi-Oh because I know it's been a while, and I know you guys gonna try to smoke me when y'all get in, but I'm with it.
Gonna take a bow now. Oh, wow. Crazy thing on this scene where they're swapping like their faces into that the crazy shit. That's prosthetics. All prosthetics. Oh babies. Oh babies. Candyman shirt. Unfortunately, I don't have a Beetlejuice shirt. I have a lot of like Nightmare Before Christmas and Corpse Bride. Like strangely, I don't know how I got up to this many, but I have like 3 or 4 like Grinch shirts. But I have no Beetlejuice shirt. Oh, but I forgot I do have Beetlejuice sweatpants. I be forgetting things. 24 minutes left. I would really say it's about not even like 20 minutes because what? The end credits are about 10 minutes, I'd say. 10-minute end credits. I don't think they ever explained why he can't say his name. Hmm. I'm really thinking about that. Why he can't say his own name. I thought you had to say his name 3 times in a row, like uninterrupted. I don't know. Tim Burton didn't really lay down the rules of his name because like they have to say Beetlejuice, 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 Beetlejuice. I said it 4 times, so ha, get that one. I already have my Beetlejuice here, so I think that's fine. But if you're saying if I said so your name's Beetlejuice, and then why would you be called Beetlejuice? Like, would that count as saying it in a row? Because I'm saying words in between it, so it's not consistent. Am I thinking too much into it? I'm probably thinking too much into it. Hmm. Hmm. Like, okay, so because she says home, home, home to get back home, right? And then so if she was to say his name 3 times, right, and be wherever the hell he appears into, because that's the only reason that they say home 3 times. Would it work if she said I want to go home, I want to go home, I want to go home, or would she have to say home? I'm really thinking too much into it because really, how does this work exactly? And then again, going back to does it work if you say Beetle guys? Because if I go Beetlejuice, Beetle guys, Beetlejuice, would he appear? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm going way too deep into this. Whew. Oh, that was good. That hurt. I'll forever think about it though. It's a real question. Like, if I say Beetle guys, then I say Beetlejuice, and then I say Beetle guys, would that work? And then like to say, okay, so obviously you could go like your name is Beetlejuice, or like say, but like put Beetlejuice in a sentence, right? And then say like Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. Obviously that would work because you're saying Beetlejuice consecutively. But again, going back to if you put words in between, would it still work? I'm I'm really gonna like get messed up on this, and I don't know if it'll ever be answered. Hmm. And this movie shows you why you shouldn't do seances and shit if you don't know what the fuck you're doing. Because now they're sitting here and they're doing this seance and they fucked it up and they don't know how to undo it. Why you don't do it? They just don't know how to undo it. It would have been interesting to watch the behind the scenes of how they did this scene, though. Most likely was like a wire or something. Oh, they're killing her. Hope they didn't have to sit in those wires for long. Or hold on, let me see. I gotta see the way they're shooting this. Sorry, I just got lost. I was trying to see like if they're filming it like they have them on like a wire or something hanging, or like they're shooting it to where like so they have like a prop where it's like their legs hanging or whatever. So they're shooting just like the legs, and then when they're going to the frame of Adam and Barbara together, like looking at each other, like watching her like shrivel up, and then he's starting to thinking that they're okay. See, now in that scene, I'm not sure because what I was thinking was is that they're like standing on like a box or something to make it look like they're raised, but the camera's only showing like to have. But then they just shot it to where Lydia's talking to Beetlejuice in another room, and then they show Adam and Barbara on the table and they're floating. So I'm curious as to how if they got them on like a wire or something. Because it's only such a short such a short level to be raised. I mean, height. That's the word. I don't know why that word escaped me, but height was what I was thinking. Interesting fun fact on the top of Beetlejuice's like hat, the like carnival bull hat when he's about to be like the little hammer thingy. On the top of it, it's Jack Skellington. And it's funny because Jack Skellington's outfit is basically like Beetlejuice's outfit reversed. Well, now they're not floating. I never even understood that part. Oh, couldn't do it. Put snakes in my hand. Ah, I die. The mind of Tim Burton. I love it. It's always so like creepy gothic. Horror twist. Man is cynical. Man is so cynical, bro. like Lydia had so much opportunity to have already said Beetlejuice like 3 times, and this would have all been over. I never noticed that. Barbara did like that mom glare. There goes Dolores's finger. Damn, Alec Baldwin has some good hair back then. So flowing. Okay, well, in that sense, if you've seen the second one, there will be a third one. Wow. Okay, that's interesting. Hmm. I have thoughts. Do you know what? Honestly, I'm gonna say it because if you haven't seen it by now, that's on you. I'm gonna say it. Spoilers, 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 spoilers ahead. If you have not seen Beetlejuice 2, spoilers, 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 spoilers. Okay, so now Beetlejuice has been defeated. Whatever, whatever. My thought is, so Beetlejuice got swallowed by the sandworm, right? And as you see, we got the sequel. He's back. So, if in the second one we see Dolores and what was the dude's name? Justin Theroux? His character. We see him and Dolores get eaten by the sandworm. So that's concluding to tell me that that's not going to be the end of Dolores. If we have Beetlejuice come back after being eaten by the sandworm, then it's possible Dolores is going to come back. Which I hope they do bring her back because I feel like they did her dirty in that movie. I feel like they did her really dirty.
Uh-oh, what happened? Oh shoot. Come on. Where did we go? Did we leave? Are we still there? What happened? What happened, y'all? Let's make sure we still here with her. That was my fault, y'all. That was on me. That was on me. Let me check, make sure we still good. Oh no. Hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second. Let me pull it back up. That was on me. I thought her stream suddenly ended. And it was like, wait a minute, what the hell happened?
Done to him.
All right, we back. My bad. That was on me.
You jumped in the saddle on to the
That was definitely on me.
Okay, I believe you. The football players behind are funny. Always, always great. Well, that's the end of Beetlejuice. Okay, so it's 3 minutes of end credits. Oh, that's not bad. It's not bad at all. Trying to see notes
I
real
gotta
fast.
stop touching buttons. I gotta stop
So
touching.
that was the end of Beetlejuice. Wow, what a Tim Burton, man. To know that, like, man, people probably saw that movie back then and probably thought this man is not gonna go very far because it was. I'm pretty sure at the time it came out was probably weird, probably just really like weird to watch. Like I don't know when Mars Attack came out, but watching Mars Attack is such a weird movie to watch. Like it's sorry, I can see like the light flaring off the lights. It's such a super weird movie to watch. So I could only guess that when this came out, people were like, "No, is not going to make it." And to know that now it's just such a classic. You can't go wrong with Beetlejuice. The first one, I know the second one, nostalgia points for that one. I just wish it wouldn't have been as much all over the place as it was, because it was just a little bit all over the place. But Beetlejuice is just too much of a classic to ever go wrong. Mm, 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 mm. Apparently, so when Tim Burton was doing this movie, like these movies like Beetlejuice, Frankenweenie, Nightmare Before Christmas, Corpse Bride, and such, his inspiration were like old like horror German horror movies, and so to see, I just love seeing like his visuals because it's like where are you getting this inspiration from? How did he come up with a sandworm? And a sandworm is so like well known, you would think it was like a like urban legend or something. It's not. It's a creature from a movie that was completely made up. But interestingly enough, Tim Burton said that if Beetlejuice was his most successful movie, he was gonna quit Hollywood, which is wild to think because I have to guess because again I wasn't alive at the time, but this was such a different take on movies. Um, as we know, a lot of horror comedies don't hit. Like they just they just don't always hit. But it's like Beetlejuice is like you saw my face. It was like dude was unhinged, like creepy. Got the snake, got the whole like pulling snakes and shit out, pulling rats out his pocket, like turning into like a spur and like unhinged. Especially that snake scene. I didn't even realize how like actually scary that snake scene is. Like really watching it. No, sandworms are a real thing. I thought that was something he came up with. There's no way they look like that though. Hold on. 'Cause there's no way they look like that. Hold on. There's no way. Oh, you're talking about the shit from Dune? Oh, okay. No, I see it. I see it. Yeah, no, looks nothing like Beetlejuice Sandworm. So he did come up with that look. Because if he would have used this, yeah, if he would have used this, it wouldn't have worked. It would not have worked. It would not have worked the same at all. Yeah, I don't know. That Beetlejuice Salem is so iconic. Love that. It's so iconic. It's got a head inside of a head. It's all black and white stripes. Iconic. I never did get my sandworm popcorn bucket. I was really upset when I went to go see the movie early. Went to the early screening of the movie and the popcorn buckets were sold out. Yeah, I see those. Those are ugly. Those are so ugly. Just like the bucket that they came out with for Dune. That's bad. And that's the only reason why Deadpool's buckets looked the way they did. Because it was a mockery of the Dune buckets. Seriously, who thought of it? Like, who was like, yeah, that's a great design. Bro, I love that. They knew when they made those buckets. That was some. That was some shit. They already knew the jokes that were gonna come out about it, and they still went through with it. But that again, that's why Deadpool's buckets look like that. They're a mockery of Dune. Which apparently it comes to find out that so they're making Deadpool 3 because apparently Deadpool and Wolverine isn't Deadpool 3. It's its own movie. Like it's its own separate series. The next movie we're gonna do is gonna be Sleepy Hollow. I have to see what that is because I still have animals to go take care of. I gotta make bread and stuff. This is what happens when bread is too expensive. You gotta make it. So I make my own bread, and it is work because I make at least like 2 loaves at a time, and you gotta let it proof for like 2 hours, and then you gotta roll it into the loaves, and you gotta let those rolls proof for about an hour. It's a lot of work. Oh, it's fun though. You just playing with dough. So I do find a joy in it, even though I do hate the work in it, because mm, I have to sit and wait. And then there's always the chance that like it doesn't rise as much as I want it to because so like well, I don't have like a thing where I can know the actual temperature of the water. I don't have like a thermometer. Like the thermometers I have are meat thermometers, so I don't have like a water thermometer at all. So I'm never 100% sure that the water is at 110 where it needs to be. So there's always that. Sometimes the meat will rise maybe, and then sometimes it won't rise the best. But again, eventually I'm a I'm an estimator when it comes to cooking. Depending on certain things, I'll go by recipe. Like when it comes to my pumpkin pie, I know to go by a recipe because tried to estimate that. It didn't turn out right. So that has to be measured. But when it comes to like, I cook things like gumbo. Um, I don't really measure anything like spices, seasonings, and such. Um, Other things, I make ratatouille, but there's not really a lot of like estimating that goes into ratatouille because ratatouille is just vegetables and tomato sauce with herbs. That's it. Uh, but yeah, when it comes to like spices and such, I guess I do. But desserts, certain desserts, I still measure on. But yeah, next movie is supposed to be Sleepy Hollow. This is us starting like our it is Tim. It's Tim. This is our Tim Burton inspired Halloween watch along. But majority of the movies are going to be Dawn of the Dead. So Sleepy Hollow is supposed to be next. Um, what did I have after Sleepy Hollow? Hold on, because I'm somewhat doing the movies in order, somewhat because I know Nightmare Before Christmas came out before Edward Scissorhands, but I'm doing Edward Scissorhands before I do the Nightmare Before Christmas. Halloween Day is going to be Corpse Bride and The Nightmare Before Christmas. So I can tell you that right now. Come Thursday, that will be our watch along. Is Corpse Bride, Nightmare Before Christmas. Nightmare Before Christmas will be the last movie we do because it's my all-time favorite. I love Nightmare Before Christmas. Um, you'll probably hear me recite the movie, so it's like they make a movie about Jack the Ripper. Of course they did. You know what? It's funny how it's not that serial killers get idolized, but they get fame and stuff. Like they get like movies and documentaries, TV shows made about them, and then people are upset because they're known or they're getting that fame and popularity. But the only reason they're getting that fame and popularity is because people keep acknowledging them. If you stop acknowledging something, eventually you won't even remember that it exists. Not to say that we should forget that these serial killers exist, because honestly, learn from them. Learning experience. Not really an experience because like nobody should have to go through that, and shit like that shouldn't be happening. But you gotta learn from history. That's why they teach us history classes, which even now they're half-assing history. Movies mostly are. Most of the times, movies will be inaccurate. Like, shit. What's a fucking document? Not a documentary, but a movie that's based on true events. I don't even close to the actual subject. I can't even think of it right now. It's on like the tip of my tongue. Can't think of it. Okay, so oh my god, I can't believe I forgot this. So it's gonna be. Hold on. Let me make sure I got all of them. Okay, so the next movie is gonna be Sleepy Hollow, like I already said, and then it's gonna be another one of my favorites. I love this movie so much. After Sleepy Hollow, we're doing Sweeney Todd. I love me some Sweeney Todd. Oh my god. The darkness. The darkness. Oh. Are you talking about Secret Window? Talking about the one where he's the author and like there's this oh my god. what was happening in that movie? Like, oh, he thought there was like this I think not killer, but like stalker or something, because what he was writing about was actually happening. No, that was the if you're talking about the one where he's like writing the books. Yeah. That's Secret Window. That shit was crazy, bro. That that was a plot twist for your ass. That wow. Yeah, that was a good movie. Oh, Secret Window was a good one. That was a really good one. Man, think he's going crazy. That was a good one. No, Sweeney Todd, the Demon Barber of Fleet Street, is the one where he he was married and stuff and had a kid, but the judge of the judge of the town like wanted his wife, and so he sent him away and did a bunch of fucked up shit. So that movie, like Tim Burton's plot twists are interesting when he does do a plot twist. Because I don't think Tim Burton did. Who did Secret? Because whoever wrote that, that was good. That was good writing. Hmm. Oh shit! Stephen King wrote that shit. Not wrote the movie, but wrote the story that the movie was based off of. Okay. No wonder why it has that twist. No wonder. That makes perfect sense. Yeah, the Demon Bob. Sweeney Todd. Sweeney Todd. Oh, I love his. I love Johnny Depp's range. Like he can play anything. Oh my god, the fact that he can go from he can go from like Edward Scissorhands, who's like this like docile person, just so is strange, unusual, docile, uh, very introverted, and then he can play fucking Sweeney Todd over here slicing up people, and then he can play the Mad Hatter, who's just out of his mind, rightfully so. The range on this man is there's no limit. He can play a weird Willy Wonka. Man, I don't know what was going on with Tim Burton and Willy Wonka. Which honestly, what I think it was is that I think Tim Burton wanted to obviously put his weird like gothic aspect into it, but obviously in and doing a story that's already been written, he didn't want to take away, I guess, like the child innocence of the story, I guess, because it's a story. It's a story you read as a kid, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, um, and even like Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, the first one that ever like came out. Even though it has its own like strange and weird aspects to it, it still keeps that like child innocence. So I think that probably was a little bit of a difficulty for him because that when he did Willy Wonka, oh not Willy Wonka, when he did Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, that was like 2012. So he had already done Nightmare Before Christmas, Beetlejuice, uh, Dark Shot. No, He did Dark Shadows before. Yeah, he'd already done like Mars Attacks, Planet of the Apes. Uh, so he had already done things like those movies. So yeah, and mind you, all of those movies have like a very heavy. Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about Secret Window, where he was the one writing the books and all that. Okay, no, I get it. But yeah, it's just before he had done Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, he had done all these like weird gothic movies, and so just step out of that and do like a child movie. Like you're basically doing a movie that's family friendly in a sense. Like even though most of the movies that he's done before, like obviously Nightmare Before Christmas and Corpse Bride, are family friendly, he was able to do those movies in his full like dark, dark goth, dark, like tone because it was the way he wanted to write it. But he's working with a story that's already been written and has already been done. So it's like you can't go too much into your type of movies that you like to make. But he added his own aspects. Like you can't tell me that scene where it's like his entrance with like all the like the chocolate animatronics or whatever. You can't tell me that shit was creepy. That shit was hella creepy. And then the fact that they set on fire, like that's so Tim Burton. Of course, the entrance goes to shit and it sets on fire. But yeah, but obviously, and then nine. I gotta say, nine is probably one of his darkest movies, and that's the only reason I didn't add that to my um like watch along is because that movie nine is pretty dark. Um, and it has like you know tones of death, have very heavy tones of death. And even like oh my, I don't even know how to explain nine because it's a super twisted movie. Um, but it's so good. It's weird. Like I love nine, but it's so twisted and it has such like deep dark undertones that I just didn't think it would be the best vibe. Like yeah, it has a spooky, it has a Halloween aspect to it. Even though it has nothing to do with Halloween, it just has that very creepy, spooky aspect. I didn't want to I didn't want to dive too deep into like the undertones of it because you can't talk about the movie without talking about the dark shit happening in it, you know. So that's why that didn't get added to the list. Trying to keep it fun, trying to keep it lighthearted. Even though I know Sweeney Todd swanks and necks and stuff, there's still like the like happier aspects of well, it's not happy. There's nothing happy about it. But you still have like Mrs. Lovett, like trying to love on him and stuff, like shit like that. There's a little, there are like tiny little touches like lightheartedness that just isn't in nine because nine it's dark throughout the whole movie. Until the end of the movie, which even though the ending it's a great ending, it's still a sad ending if you really think about it. Like it's really sad. Like they defeated the evil, but like they lost all of their friends, and they're in this apocalyptic. apocalyptic. I fucking can't say it. But they're in this deserted world where all humans are dead. Um, what? Watch Nine? You've never watched Nine? Man, it's been out forever. You probably have seen it, and it's like a fever dream though. So what it is, that's what it usually is for people. It's like a very like it's like a fever dream, like because again, such a crazy aspect to that movie. But that's what makes it interesting, I guess. So yeah, Sleepy Hollow. Going over that aspect of was Sleepy Hollow Disney. Only reason I'm asking is because I used to play Disney Infinity, which was like the game where it's kind of like I don't know if you've ever like seen it or heard of it. It's kind of like that game Skylander. Um, where you have like the action figures or whatever, and you like place them on the little like play set or whatever, like play pad. And then it like you play as those characters. And anyways, without going too much into what the game is, um, there's these like it's basically like Minecraft, but not like Minecraft. Because you can like in the sense of it's like Minecraft, you can like build your own world and stuff like that. They call it a toy box, so you can build your own toy box. And one of the furniture items, or not furniture items, but like building items, is the Sleepy Hollow Bridge, and it's the Sleepy Hollow Bridge from Tim Burton's Sleepy Hollow. So that's why I was wondering if Sleepy Hollow was Disney. Which, funnily enough, majority of the movies that come out these days have an association with Disney. Like if you watch a lot of the movie credits, you'll see like where it says something about what does it say? Not distributed by, but it says something about like Walt Disney Buena Vista Studios or something. I forget under what credit it is, but yeah, that's interesting. Interesting enough. The mouse had to be playing in a lot of the movies that you really enjoy. They had to have that mouse in there. So I remember watching like some movies. There's no Disney related. Disney isn't even in the credits. Like not produced, directed, nothing. And all the way at the end of the credits, like literally right when the credits are about to end, where it's like all the small text jumbled together, it literally said like distribute or something. I don't know, I forget what it says, but it literally says Walt Disney Buena Vista something something something. So I have to find it. I'll have to like go through and look at that and see if let me see if I can do one right now. Let me see. So well actually I'm gonna go to the end of Beetlejuice and see if it pops up. Work, similar. Work your body line. Work, similar. Work, music. I have good taste. I'm gonna find it in one of them. Weirdly enough, I'm gonna look at Scooby Doo. I'm not watching it. I'm just skipping all the way to the end of the credits to see if it pops up. This one is by New Line Cinema too, so it might not pop up. But we'll see. It's the music soundtrack. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it in one of these movies. Playing on option media, Technicolor. No, I'm gonna find it. Ah! Let me see. What's another random movie? Movie. I don't know because it's like I can't think of what movie it was that I saw. Like it was like no Disney association whatsoever. Like it had nothing to do with like the Disney company. But it said that like Disney had did something with it. I'm gonna check Nightmare on Elm Street. I highly doubt it's gonna be on the end of. No, I don't feel like. Ugh, which one would it be? I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it. And I'm gonna show you guys what I mean. Blah 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 blah. Let's. I highly doubt for right, but I'm gonna check it anyways. Go to the end. Songs by Danny Elfman, which suddenly made me start talking about Danny Elfman. Danny Elfman is such a creative genius when it comes to music. I didn't even know the man was in a band, and he was, and they're fucking amazing. You don't know what I'm talking about. Danny Elfman used to be in a band called Oingo Boingo, and their favorite song of mine is Dead Man's Party. I love Dead Man's Party. Actually, oh shit, I know what I actually okay. You know what? I know what movie it was. It was Nightmare Before Christmas. But what it was is that I have Nightmare Before Christmas on VHS. And then watching the VHS, at the end of it says like the whole like Walt Disney thing and stuff. But at that time, Tim Burton didn't have an association with Walt Disney. It wasn't under Disney when it came out. I think it was Touchstone when Touchstone was its own independent studio or whatever. That that's what it came out under. I did not find it. So if it's something Warner Brothers, I'm not gonna find it. I have to find it when it was under a studio that is no longer independent owned. Which surprisingly, I was surprised to know that people were surprised that Wonka was a musical. I I don't even know what to say on that because literally every Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, all of those, both of those movies were musicals. So, uh, mm, mm. Wouldn't be how to train your dragon. No, because that's true. Marmaduke. Not Play-Doh. Oh shit! No, it actually might be in this one because Rio is Fox. But he's also blue sky, so we'll see. Wants to say like everything, but I cannot. Damn it! I can't. Okay, I give up. I don't know where to find it. I can't. But I'm pretty sure it was the Nightmare Before Christmas that I was watching on VHS, where it had said like it had been like distributed or like the art or something. Oh, like the color. I think the color. It was like the color or something. Disney had something to do with it, and I was like, damn, the mouse is everywhere. But that has nothing to do with Beetlejuice. Yeah. I just hate like again, if you've seen the second one, they really did tone it back because I don't think he's as moss covered in the second one as he is in the first one. They definitely toned his hair color down. In the first one, he's got his green. It's dark, but it's light at the same time. But in the second one, maybe it's just because of that they were in the dark the whole time. But in the second one, his hair is definitely a little bit darker. He is though. He is a gangster. They have a comparison on Lydia, but they don't have a comparison on the first and second Beetlejuice. Because I'm telling you, the second one they really toned him back. Poor Fox in this example. Yeah, they did because
Appreciate all of that. I'm still here, y'all. We just riding out with family. You
very
know, I
light
appreciate everybody coming
black,
through and
and
I'm
then in
going
the
over there and
first
showing
one,
love to her channel.
it's more purple than it is black.
I'm being quiet because I was watching
Yeah,
and
in the
chilling, and
first one, it's like
actually
straight
I'm
purple. Like if you really look at it,
trimming up my Yu-Gi-Oh deck right
it's
now.
got
And
purple
so
around his
when I
eyes.
get on
But I don't know
later,
why in the second one
I
it
won't
went
be getting my ass kicked.
straight black around his eyes.
But yeah, we're gonna ride out till she's done with her stream,
Yeah, it's so weird.
and then I will do maybe about an hour of some work, and then I'm
Yeah.
gonna jump on it after
No,
I
because in the first one he has purple around his eyes, and then in the
make a
second
run
one
to the
he's
store, get myself cleaned up and shit.
black. Hmm. What's up? The second one. I'll definitely say in the first one too, his hair is a lot more like electrified, and in the second one it seems just more like clown hair almost. Yeah, and then in the second one it's very like it's like gray almost instead of being like the kind of like ivory like brown leaf green. It's like so weird to say brown leaf green. It's like a beige, almost like a beige green in the second one. And yeah, clear as day around his eyes. It's black instead of the purple. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Never thought Tim Burton would change up, but he did. But he did. Yeah, that was weird. You, but that's what happens when you go back and you watch it. You notice the little things. I really am interested in as to why they changed his makeup like that. I knew something looked different about him. I knew he looked very different from the first one. And you can't say it's because of like an age up, because Beetlejuice ain't supposed to age. He dead. Which I don't know why this man waited so long to do a sequel. I mean, had he not waited this long, then Jenna Ortega wouldn't have been able to be a part of it. And they probably, I mean, I'm sure they still could have done the whole Lydia's daughter. I don't know who would have played her daughter, but I'm sure they could have found somebody like the 2000s to have done it. But yeah, they probably should have done the sequel like in the 2000s because I mean, like I said, he ain't supposed to age. He's dead. Like you ain't supposed to be aging. There's no other way to put it. So you can't say, oh, it's just because Beetlejuice is grown. He fucking can't. I don't know about 90 now, because like I said, they really did like pull back Beetlejuice, which is like one of the things I didn't like about the movie. Like I ain't get my full Beetlejuice, you know. I ain't get the like he was unhinged because that whole scene at the end is I okay. I that scene was that scene. It was what it was, and I feel like that was the only time he was really like unhinged. I mean, send dude to hell though. That was fucked up, but it's Beetlejuice. Like I'm not surprised that he did that. I guess that's what it was. It was like, give me a little something that I would be surprised that Beetlejuice did, you know? Like, show that he can go a little bit of an extra step. Not too much, just a little bit. Add a little sense of flair to it. I guess maybe that's what that end scene was supposed to be. I guess that was supposed to be Beetlejuice's, like, flair. I don't know. I feel like it kind of dragged on a little bit. Just a little bit. Um, I mean, I can't say that it was extra because Tim Burton is gonna go above and beyond. Like that's him. But we'll say that it dragged on. And I do wonder if they do a third one, what is that third one going to consist of? Because I swear to God, if we do the whole Beetlejuice is trying to marry Lydia again, I'm done. Done. 'Cause come on, give me something else. We done been through this twice. Didn't work out. And I guess it would have been, it's still would have been too obvious if it would have been Beetlejuice was trying to marry the daughter. But why didn't Homeboy do that? To be in the land of the living again. Why didn't he just marry Astrid? Or is that only like Beetlejuice's implication? So this is what I mean by the rules of death in in Tim Burton's movies are not applied like with sense, I guess, because it's like, what are the rules here? I don't get it. Like the only way for him to be back in the land of living was to switch her soul. That's what it was. He's sold her soul to get his soul out, and but like Beetlejuice's whole thing was to be out. He'd have to be married. Maybe that's what it. Maybe maybe it's just like certain people have their own speculations. Because I still wish they would have explained how exactly they helped, Adam and Barbara cross over, because obviously going by the first one, they were supposed to be stuck on Earth for 125 years, and somehow, some way, uh, Lydia was able to find a loophole through that, and they were able to cross over. So then my thing would be, why wouldn't Beetlejuice enlist Lydia's help to help him cross over? I mean, if she found a loophole through, Adam and Barbara's speculation, which I wonder what their speculation was. If Beetlejuice's speculation to come back to the living was he had to marry, and Homeboy's speculation was he had to have somebody switch places with him, what was Adam and Barbara's speculation? Did they have to like? It couldn't be that they had to push somebody off a bridge because they couldn't leave the house. So, hmm, it's interesting to think about. But then again, going back to, if she was able to find a loophole through whatever speculation they had, if they even had one, because again, Tim Burton didn't lay out the rules here. We're just piecing the shit together. Uh, why wouldn't she have been able to find a loophole out of Beetlejuice's? Oh, why wouldn't you even ask her? Like, why would you go back to the whole like trying to marry her thing? Like, why wouldn't you be like, hey, help me figure out my shit, and I can help you out? But no, we just go back to the whole marrying thing. And then two, how the hell was Dolores dormant this whole entire time? Like, you can't really tell me that it took that long for somebody to come across with an electric polisher, mop polisher, whatever, and just that's when she magically is back and she wants Beetlejuice. Like
Yeah, I don't know if I
I
know the number.
understand
I
how
don't
she
hear.
got like
I'm not
hacked
in.
up. It was by
That
Beetlejuice.
is the new
But you're
rule.
telling
Well,
me
that's
he
always
hacked her
the
up
rule,
the
but
same time he was dying,
especially now,
right?
I ain't
And put her in
trying
them
to hear it.
boxes? Or did he do
You
that
better
after?
text me. Let me know who you
And then
are.
if he did do that after, how was he able to do that after? If she can steal souls. Did she not know then that she could steal souls?
Cause yeah, we ain't doing all of that answering random numbers shit no more. That shit never works well.
I'm just trying to think of like, one, how was she dormant this
Come
entire
on,
time?
1400 bullshit,
Two,
dumbass attack.
how the fuck did she get in the boxes? And three, Yeah, why didn't he just ask her like to find a loophole for him? She can find loopholes. I mean, somehow. And then see, this was my question that I was thinking about earlier, but I didn't want to say because I didn't want to spoil the movie. So they can't. They were able to enter the house, but they couldn't leave the house. If they left the house, they would end up on like Saturn and shit. So my question is, when spoiler, 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 when Delia died in the second one, why was she immediately like transferred to the afterlife? I mean, okay, it could have been because, well, well, no, she didn't think about Charles being in the afterlife until it was in the afterlife. Um, I was thinking, why wouldn't she just ap- appear back like they did? This is what I mean by, again, rules of death. Tim Burton did not lay these down properly, because what I was thinking was, homeboy killed his parents and shit, right, and then fell out of the treehouse. If the treehouse, if the vicinity of the treehouse is where he died, how the fuck is he able to go from the treehouse in his house? But the Maitlands died on the bridge, but they couldn't leave their house. See, okay. Hold on. Let's really break this down right now. Let's really really think about this. So, homeboy that killed his parents in the house, and climbed up the treehouse, and then somehow fell out the shit. It wasn't really explained how the fuck he fell out, but he fell out the shit. I think broke his neck or some shit. Sorry, making sure there ain't people at my door. Um, fell out, and then, but he was able to travel from the treehouse into the house, go upstairs, go in and out. Well, he was only able to go out the back door because I realized they never went through the front door. So he was able to go out the back door, whatever, whatever. But the Maitlands died by driving off of the bridge. And yet somehow they magically appeared. They walked in the house, right? Walked in the house. Don't even know how the fuck they got back to the house. And then in trying to walk outside the house, they end up on Saturn. Though they died outside the house, they can't go. They can't go outside the house, even though they died outside the house. But homeboy died outside of his house, and he can go outside and inside his house, and even in the tree house. And then when Delia dies, she goes straight to the afterlife. So what the fuck is the rules here? Because again, she couldn't have died, and then like her being in the afterlife because she's looking for Charles, because again, she didn't even think to look for Charles until after she realized she was in the afterlife. Which then, when she couldn't, I think it was like when she couldn't find Charles or something, or she realized that she was in the afterlife, first person she called was Beetlejuice. And So I'm just trying to understand why she didn't appear in the house because she died on the property. But they died off the property, and they appeared at the house. And then the whole caseworker thing. Why was it that Adam and Robert were the only ones that got caseworkers? Like in the second one, there was no fucking caseworker in sight. Like, like literally the whole like parts of the movie where they're going through the afterlife, following Charles around. He's just wandering around in the afterlife. Like he didn't have a caseworker. Like why did they get a caseworker and he didn't? Because Juno said that you get a caseworker if it's needed, deserved, or something else. Obviously, he needed like some type of direction because he didn't know where the fuck he was at. He didn't know where the fuck where to go. Like he needed direction. So why didn't he get like a caseworker? And then even for Delia, like even she didn't get a caseworker. So I'm curious on how the whole like caseworker thing works. Because I'm sure when they do the third movie, we're gonna go back to the afterlife. So and then that's fine. And then I was upset about that they changed the receptionist from Miss Argentina to the hot dog girl. Why the hell would you get rid of Miss Argentina? Like she was iconic too. I was upset about that. So upset about that. Loved me some Miss Argentina. I really am curious how she figured out that loophole for Adam and Barbara. Because the only reason that they included that loophole bit in there was because um they can't bring back Alec Baldwin, not with everything that's going on. Which honestly, I feel so sad that that man is going through or had to go through what he went through with the whole. That was a shame. That wasn't that man's fault. That man shouldn't even have been faulted for that. And I hate the people that say, well, he should have checked it. He's not the fucking prop master. It's not his job to check it. Like, and he's not supposed to think, oh, maybe there's a live bullet. And like, oh my god, I've had to use a prop gun before. I just want to put that out there. I've had to use a prop gun before, and not once did I ever have to think there might be an actual live bullet in here, because I was taught how to use the gun. I was taught like what the bullets were, and so I knew that there was the only person that could get hurt from using this was me, and the only reason why I was the one that could get hurt from it was because it was like a revolver, and when I would go to like shoot it with it with it being like a prop bullet, so like prop bullets like they'll sound like an actual bullet, but it's like kind of like this powder. Yeah, same. Yeah, that too. And then so it's like this powder that you'll see like when it makes the big like smoke. That's the powder being like shot out or whatever. Like nothing actually like shoots out, but the powder like exploding. I'm not, as you see, I'm not a prop master, so I'm not explaining this perfectly. But you get me. And so the only reason I could get hurt from it was the what is the word? Thank you. The backfire. When it would backfire, it would like these little like not pellets. They would feel like pellets, but it was very small, almost like kind of like sand, almost. It was like some type of grain, you know. If I had it too close to my face, that backfire could come back and like hit me in the eye. So that was all the reason that I could have been hurt from it. Which, on to be so fair with you, it didn't get me a ton. It didn't get me badly. Obviously, you see my face is still perfect, but there were a couple times where the trigger was like it was not jammed, but it was a very hard trigger to pull. Like I had to, so I'm having to hold it in one hand. Like I can't do like this because when you're doing theater, you have to project, not project. Ah, I am like so lost for words right now. But basically, you have to like show the front of your body. Like your back can't ever really be to the audience unless it's written that way. Unless it's written for your back to be towards the audience. So it wasn't written for my back to be towards the audience. So I had to be like outwards, but still like holding the gun. So I'm holding the gun and I'm like outward, and I have to hold it with one hand because if I hold it with two, well then that's covering me up. Theater, you don't want that. So I had to do it with one hand, and it was very hard because again the trigger was very. I think it was like an old gun. So the trigger was very tough to shoot off. Like I had to like really like, and I was scared that like when it came time for me to do my scene with the gun, I was gonna do my line because I had to do a line, and then I had to shoot off the gun after I said that line. So my worry was I was gonna say the line, and then it wasn't going to go off, and then so here's this moment of silence where I'm fighting with the gun to go off, and my teacher just told me to just re-say the line, and it was like a comedy thing anyways. It wasn't like a dark it wasn't a dark play at all. It was actually like a comedy play. It was half a play too, so it wasn't like a full thing. Um and the point of it was a play within a play. And the play was supposed to be half-assed. So yeah, those pieces. That it got me sometimes. But I was good. I was fine. Um and yeah, it would be very, very hard to shoot. So he just told me to like re-say the line and then try to shoot it. But luckily that didn't happen. I was able to just say the line and it shoot off. But going back to what I was talking about, yeah, I didn't have a thought of there could be an actual bullet in here because it wasn't my job to check if there was or not. Because that's not my concern. I shouldn't be concerned with whether it's a prop or not because I'm doing something that is a prop. You know what I mean? Like this, it's not a real life scenario that's happening. Like when you're on a stage or when you're on a set, you're not in reality. Like what is happening around you is not reality. So obviously, reality wise, you're not going to think that this prop gun, let me emphasize the word prop gun, is going to have real bullets in it because it's a fucking prop gun. It's supposed to have prop bullets. All this shit is supposed to be fake. So to even say that, oh well, he should have checked that there was an actual bullet or not. How the fuck was he supposed to know when that was not his job? There's somebody with the job title prop master. You know what the fuck a prop master does? They're in charge of the props. They make sure the props are good. They fix what props are broken. They make sure props don't backfire or mishap or nothing. That is their job. It was that prop master's fault for there being a live gun in there. I mean, not a live gun, a live bullet in that gun. So that was a damn right shame that that man went through what he went through with that. Especially when, come to find out that uh Jensen Jensen Ackles, Jensen, man, I cannot say names today. But dude from Supernatural, y'all know what I'm talking about. Supernatural, The Boys, that dude. But that man, come to find out, he had an actual bullet in his process. So had what happened with Alec Baldwin not happened, it would have happened to him because his gun also had a live bullet. If this just died, that's fine because I'm not even like listening to the thing anyways. Oh, it didn't give me green on it. Oh, it came back on. Oh well. Movie's over. We're just talking, bullshitting. But yeah, that to me is beyond messed up. That man went through what he went through. But that's the reason why he wasn't in the second Beetlejuice. And then I'm guessing, with them not bringing him back, they couldn't bring Gina Davis back because AR ended. And I guess it probably would have been too much to explain why she's there and he's not there. And then with Jeffrey Jones, I'm sure y'all know why he didn't come back. There are some things that it could have been, but actually no. It honestly could have been a hit on Jensen Ackles because it was him that was supposed to be in the scene with Alec. Like he was the one that Alec Baldwin was supposed to be pointing the gun at. So had they not been rehearsing that scene, that man would be dead. Think about that. That man would be gone. Somebody was. I think there's a chance that somebody was setting both of them up because both of their guns had a live bullet in it. So somebody did that with the chance of one of them were going to be hit. Which is the same anyways. And then even thinking back to Brandon Lee, like I think it's a I mean I, honestly I think it's a shame, but I also understand that they use the scene of him getting shot. Like the scene that's in the movie is the actual scene of him dying. Like, and yes, it's messed up, but you also have to think. I know, Soldier Boy, man, that motherfucker as Soldier Boy is so. I don't give a fuck. I hate that there's only gonna be one more season of The Boys. Damn, that sucks so bad. But it's gonna be a good season. I know that. Man, The Boys. The way it ended was some fuck shit. Ow! Ow! Why did you have to remind me how that ended? My God. That season finale is fucked. That's so fucked. Um, but we'll get to that in a second. But yeah, they had to use that scene because one, he just passed away. Two, they had already filmed the whole movie. They had already put the money into it. They had already done the trailers and shit for the movie, the promo and stuff for the movie. So they had to push this movie out because that was a lot of money lost had they not put that movie out. And I mean, it's a cult classic film. I mean, I think I think it was also a way to honor him because I mean, how fucked would that be? That this man literally died for this job, and we're just gonna scrap it because he died. Like, I get both sides of it, but you also have to basically give him his dues. Like, he put the work in for this movie. He literally died for this movie. We like the smartest thing to do is to put the movie out. And so really as messed up as it might seem, it really was a way to honor him. And the movie did great. Now the new one that came out, I ain't seen it. I don't think I want to see it. Uh I don't want to see it in the like just because I want the Crow to stay in his image. It only seems rightfully so. Like, there's so many other movies that you could have remade, rebooted, re whatever. And a lot of movies today need to be left alone. Like, The Crow should have just been left alone. There did not need to be a remake to it, reboot, whatever the hell you want to call it. It should have just been left alone. Um, there's a lot of movies that they keep redoing that just don't need to be redone. Like the reboot to Harry Potter that they're doing. Like, we literally just went through what, 10 years of these movies, and you left it off on a good fucking note, bro. Like, you ended the movie with a chef's fucking kiss. Ended the series, ended the franchise on a chef's fucking kiss. And so, fuck it all up, you're rebooting it. We don't need to see Harry Potter's story all over again. We just saw it. Hell, we've even read about it. How many times do we have to watch the story of Harry Potter? Because that's all this show is it's literally the movies in show form. Bitch, why? Just like, fucking what other? Just like so they're this I don't understand. So they're doing a spin-off of Once Upon a Time, but it has nothing to do with Once Upon a Time. I'm trying to understand that one. If it's a spin-off of Once Upon a Time, why wouldn't it have? And you only milk that cow for so long. Like, I see, and okay, I know why they're redoing, like rebooting and remaking movies, is because in Hollywood today, they don't want to do like a brand new movie idea or TV idea for for the off chance of that it's not successful. They don't want to put money into something that there's not a chance of it being successful or not. Which is the reason I thought that they did test runs and stuff. Like they show it to an audience first and they see how that audience likes it, and then if they don't like it, they go back, they fix it. They do like it, they push it out. Um and yeah, they're too scared of knowing whether or not the movie's gonna work or not. So that's why we're seeing a lot of the reboots and the remakes, um, the Disney live actions, which again, You can't really say too much about Disney because they are still making new shit at the same time that they're coming out with these live remakes. Like Moana 2. Moana is something that Disney did come up with on their own. Obviously, they got like inspiration and stuff, but it was a story that they created. And so, like with them doing Moana 2, like that's something new because we don't know how Moana 2 is supposed to fucking go. We don't know the fucking story. So it's new. We don't know what happens. But then they're still coming out with like the Moana live action, which I don't understand why they're coming out with that live action this early because it literally came out what 2010. No, 2013 was supposed to. Moana came out after that. So what, 2015 Moana came out? 2016. So 2016 to 2024, yeah, for them to already be doing a live action. And I know why they're doing live action. Everybody knows why. Because of the Rock. Sorry. Because of the Rock. And because of Dwayne Johnson. Because they want to do a live action movie while he's still young, I guess. Um, so that's why that one's coming out. But what are let me find a list of remakes. Oh, so I'm sure y'all heard that Blade. I'm sure y'all heard that Blade has been pushed back indefinitely. Yo. Yee. That's not funny. I'm sorry. That poor man. I'm sure there's no way they're really gonna do that man dirty like that. Hmm. It's not that I hate him because there was a time where I, I thought The Rock was funny, like, but it's now coming to see every role that he does is the same as the last one. Like, there's no character. It's just The Rock. It's like every character is the same. They did that man dirty. There's no way they're really gonna do that boy like that. Man, y'all can't give him this hope that he about to play. See, and that's why I say there's no way they're about to do it because Fox already did that shit to Channing Tatum when they told him that he was gonna be able to play Gambit and shit, and that's why Ryan Reynolds had to do it. So I don't think Ryan's gonna be that dirty to that man because he obviously he's seen what it's like to be promised something and then that should just be taken away from you. So I don't think Ryan's really gonna be like that. There's no way. There really is just no way. Um, I asked for remakes. The only reason I'm watching that is because of Chris Evans. I can tell you that right now. That is the only reason I'm watching Red One is for Chris Evans. But I will say I am excited. Well, I don't know about excited, but I am interested to see the Fantastic Four remake that's about to be done. Pedro Pascal is white. Also, Joseph Quinn. I don't know if y'all watch Stranger Things. Let me stop. Man, I cried. Oh, Eddie! Eddie! They had to do my boy. But I digress. Fantastic Four might be a good movie. That might be a good movie coming out. Because I will say the one they did with Miles Tiller and Michael B. Jordan. Y'all hear the crows? That should tell you. That one was. I don't like that they switched that. No, Johnny was still her brother, wasn't he? Don't get me wrong. I love and at least he's playing it with a damn character. Unlike The Rock, who can only play The Rock. I mean, now, like, y'all know Michael B. Jordan is not a bad actor one so far ever. Like, that boy right there, okay? Michael B. Jordan can act. That movie, though. Maybe it would have been better if they would have redone, like, the Fantastic Four, the, like, Silver Surfer or some shit. Which, actually, I just thought about that. So since, unfortunately, they're bringing back Robert Downey Jr. as Doctor Doom, does that mean we're getting the Silver Surfer? Hmm? Hmm? Well, Silver Surfer action, Silver. The movie was because I'm like I said, Michael B. Jordan can act, and so can Miles Tiller. Like if y'all seen him in Whiplash, he can act. I know y'all seen Michael B. Jordan in like Creed and Black Panther. Ooh, Black Panther. I'm trying to find a list of reboots that are like reboots and remakes that are coming out, and it's already giving me the ones that have already came out. Obviously, we know about Beetlejuice 2, Crow. We just talked about Beverly Hills Cop. I've seen that one. I've seen the new Beverly Hills Cop. Oh, we're getting two. We're getting two. Yeah, Beverly Hills Cop, Axel Foley. I gotta say that one was okay. I don't know why it's on the. Well, I guess it would it be a reboot because they're not really like it's still the same story of Axel Foley. It's just now it's like a new like daughter and shit, whatever. Um, the Garfield movie. I didn't watch that reboot because I watched the trailer and Garfield was just Chris Pratt. There's just Chris Pratt. Like there was no like there was no like Garfield. It's just Chris Pratt. That's why I don't like Chris Pratt either, because any movie that he does, he's literally just fucking Chris Pratt. Like there's no character to him either. Like um I didn't watch Super Mario Bros because Chris Pratt sounded like fucking Chris Pratt. You're a character. The only person that is doing any type of like character voice is fucking Jack Black. That's it. And then you've done Garfield, and you still you don't do a character. You're just you. I'll stand on that hill to the day I motherfucking die. I do not like Chris Pratt. It was. I really did like. I really did like it. It was really good. You can be. You can love him. I. You can love the character. There's no problem with loving the character. I hate the fucking actor. They're remaking Little Shop of Horrors. Come on, leave shit alone. Leave shit alone. Please. No. No. Don't do it. Leave it alone. Look, leave it. Leave it. No, touch it. God. Really? It doesn't need to be It doesn't need to be rebooted. There's no reason to reboot the Little Shop of Horrors. This generation today doesn't even know what the fuck Little Shop of Horrors is. That was the choreography I made up too. Was Little Shop of Horrors. Check it out on my backstage. My alter ego has a backstage profile where you can see that performance of us doing Little Shop of Horrors. They already redid that though. I forgot they redid Roadhouse. I don't know what's going on with this. I keep trying to find like the reboots that are being talked about coming out, and it's like giving me all the ones that have like already came out. I did not ask for a video game remake. Or just we'll look at 2025 because you got to be fucking kidding me. Y'all gonna be mad about this one. God, y'all gonna be mad about this one. They're re- they're rebooting Friday the 13th. They are doing another fucking reboot. Another one of Friday the 13th. And I can only guess that this time they're probably rebooting the whole franchise. Cause there's another, cause if it's just gonna be like the first Friday the 13th reboot that we got, don't fucking do it. Cause y'all didn't even continue that one. You're just gonna keep making the first movie reboots until like what? Why are we getting reboot? Cause next you're gonna tell me that we're rebooting the Nightmare on Elm Street. Stop! Stop doing it! Why? Look, look, no, look, no, don't touch it. Leave it. Leave movies alone. Man, really? What? Oh my god, I literally want to cry. Because why? Why are we rebooting this? For the 1500th time. You literally came out with a whole franchise that is all over the place, mind you. Because I rewatched the whole Friday the 13th franchise. And in rewatching it, I never realized how just all over the place that franchise is. Like, that franchise barely stays consistent with anything. Anything. And you wrote the shit. You wrote the fucking movie, and you can't stay consistent with the shit that you wrote? Like, anyways, I digress. Here's another bullshit one for you. We have another fucking Saw movie coming out. What? This is like 11, 12? I don't even know what the fuck the storyline is anymore. What the fuck? Is this motherfucker not dead? I thought this motherfucker had cancer. What is happening? How has he been alive for this long? Wasn't he supposed to be dead by like the fifth movie, the fifth or fourth movie? Wasn't he dead? Why? 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 Leave it. End the franchise. Just end the shit. I swear to God, this motherfucker had cancer, and it was uncurable cancer. They told his ass, "You are going to die." I thought he only had, didn't he have like 6 months left or some shit? How are we on the 11th fucking movie? How much revenge does this man need? Or what? Are we just passing on the fucking torch? I thought we already did that shit too. Yeah, I'm pretty sure during that franchise they passed the torch off to somebody else, and then they just went right back to this motherfucker. Again, is he not supposed to be dead? I'm really confused. And then they're redoing Superman. I do whatever the fuck. Y'all was wrong to do what y'all did to Henry Cavill. But y'all gonna learn today. Y'all gonna motherfucking learn. I'm gonna look at a couple more before I get off of here. Y'all probably already know about this, but they're rebooting Jurassic World. Oh, and then one that people have been asking for fucking years. And I mean years. Years we have been asking for this movie. Next year we may finally get our Constantine too. Constant is it Constantine, right? It's not Constance. I can't believe it's not Constantine. No, it's Constantine, right? Yeah. It probably is pronounced Constantine, but no, it's Constantine. We're finally getting the sequel to that shit. Don't make fun of me. I know I fucked it up. At least I can admit I fucked it up. We're getting Aladdin 2. I hope that they go with not the sequel that they did where they did the animation one where it's Aladdin Return of Jafar. I kind of hope they just skip to the third one that they did, which was the King of Thieves. That one was really good. I don't know why I'm not watching that shit. Because I really just don't like how like Rachel Zegler talks down on the movie. I don't like that the dwarfs are CGI. I feel like there, there were plenty of like actors who have dwarfs. Anyways, yeah, I was just looking. I saw Sherlock Holmes 3. Um, yeah, that was really bad on Disney's part for not giving them proper representation like that. But yeah, we got Sherlock Holmes 3. Even though the last Conjuring movie, The Devil Made Me Do It, that was supposed to be the last one, we're getting another Conjuring. We're getting another 3-hour Avatar movie. Oh, apparently, we're getting another. I'm gonna leave that at that. Apparently, we're getting another Final Destination movie, which I don't know how they're gonna do that with them kind of like wrapping up the Final Destination movies. You know what I mean? Like like looping them in with each other. So like literally, you can watch the fifth one. Or actually, you know what? I'd have to rewatch them to see how like it would work. We're getting the Wolfman. Mortal Kombat 2. Man, I cannot tell y'all how excited I am for Mortal Kombat 2. Because okay, that 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 reboot, that's one of the best fucking reboots ever. Because I've seen the OG Mortal Kombat. Obviously, the writing of the movie. What moment? Obviously, the writing of the first movie, where yeah, it's so yes. I mean, I really did love the Mortal Kombat movie. Um, so that would have been funny. I literally have a shirt on that says "How to Summon Candyman," which is a fucking demon. Okay. It was funny. Oh wait, we're doing all the diehards, man. Okay, guys. Anyways, like I was saying about Mortal Kombat 2, I'm really excited for Mortal Kombat 2 because now they're I think this Mortal Kombat they're bringing in Jade, who is my all-time favorite character. Like I love Jade. I love Jade so much. Like I have Mortal Kombat 11, right? I'm pretty sure. Yes. I have the last Mortal Kombat, the Mortal Kombat before the Mortal Kombat that just came out. And like if you were to see my stats, you would see Jade should be my number one character, but it also could be Melina. But I'm pretty sure it's Jade though. I'm pretty sure Jade is like my top character. I love Jade. Love Jade so much. And now you made me want to play Mortal Kombat again. I might. I might. I'm not finding another reboot that they're doing. Sorry, you're about to hear really loud music, and that's just my party. Which, with him getting home, means it's time for me to jump off because I'm taking a off at six. So, also because he's about to come in here and play on the headset, and as entertaining as that would be for you guys to watch, fucking he kid shit a lot. So, It's gonna be a lot of banging and shit. Um, but one day, if he lets me do that, where I'm streaming and he's playing in the background, then you guys will be able to see that. But obviously, we're not gonna do that without his permission.
All right,
It's
y'all.
not that way. But
She's about to wrap up. But
thank
that
you
was a
guys
good
so
job.
much for watching
Appreciate all of
being
y'all
a part of
too.
my first watch along with me. That was so much fun. I'm excited for Sleepy Hollow. Actually, you know what's gonna be so crazy is that tomorrow is actually gonna be a double feature because I want to get as many movies as I can. And I was gonna do a double feature today, but I got started so late because I was like fucking with
Thank you all for the
Beetlejuice
support. Thank you all for
and
coming through
Sleepy's
for
in here
supporting
to see
her.
if he can
I really
figure out the
appreciate
rules and
that.
shit. Because I feel really bad that like I can't play the movie like at all. Like I can't show it. I can't play the sounds of it. Like I know I can probably play like clips of it, but then that's me having to like switch the audio so you can hear parts of it. And then I got the timer going, and then I'm having to stop the timer. There's a lot of things. There's a lot of aspects I gotta look at and work into, but I'll get that fixed. Hopefully, the next stream I'll have the music fixed, so at least there's some background music that's playing while we're watching, so that we're not, sitting in silence and I'm not having to babble the whole entire time. Which honestly, it's fine for me to babble because I like commentating on movies anyways. I like
Yeah,
giving
baby, don't worry
opinions
about that. Talk your shit.
thank you.
That's what you
And
should do.
such and
Talk
such.
your shit.
So yeah, tomorrow most likely a double feature, meaning we're gonna start early. Uh, Probably with it being a double feature. Let's see. So tomorrow is gonna be Sleepy Hollow and Sweeney Todd. We're gonna do both of those tomorrow. I'm just looking to see what the run times of those are, so I can better gauge when to start. So, well, let me give you all the rundown for the week. So tomorrow is supposed to be um Sleepy Hollow and Sweeney Todd. Oh, and then we're doing Edward Scissorhands and Dark Shadows. So that's Tuesday. Wednesday is Edward Hands and Dark Shadows. And then Thursday, being Halloween, will be Corpse Bride and The Nightmare Before Christmas. So, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, right. Looking at runtime. I see. I'm quick to forget what I'm doing. And luckily, they're like right next to each other. So this is interesting as shit.
Definitely thank all of y'all for coming through and supporting. And we doing this multi stream with my people. I pinned the link to her channel in the top of the on the top of the chat. So and in the chat, so y'all could go to it.
Oh, there it is. Hour and 45 minutes. And then what's
So y'all could definitely go to
Sweeney
both.
Todd?
You know, but yeah, all the
Oh
support is
shit! So
definitely
tomorrow,
appreciated.
whew, gonna be like almost 4 hours tomorrow, because each movie. Well, again, minus like intro and end credits, we're still gonna be about 4 hours. So
Pop your popcorn.
gauge probably. I'd say we're probably gonna start like 9:30, 10. 9:30, 10 o'clock. We'll start the watch along. Again, I would do them later in the night, but like I said, he's back here on the VR, and not about to film my man without his permission. So if one day he said he don't care, then I'll let y'all know. But until that day, we're gonna have this shit scheduled. So tomorrow, 9:30, 10 o'clock.
And that's good. She's scheduled.
First starting off with
Cause you know
Sleepy
me, I be
Hollow,
all over the place.
and then after that,
But she
I'll
running a tight
come
ship
get
over there.
break,
She's running a schedule. That's
refresh,
good.
get everything set up, and then we'll do Sweeney Todd, and we'll commentate on that. Talk about our favorite moments. Talk about the designs of it, like the props that were used, or like the tones of it, stuff like that. Because I think it's really interesting the way Tim Burton does blood.
Hmm.
Very, it's very interesting the way Tim Burton does blood. But we'll get to that tomorrow because Sleepy Hollow and interesting enough, Sleepy Hollow and Sweeney Todd use kind of like the same blood effects. So it's interesting to see that, and it'll be interesting to talk about. Oh yeah, 9:30, 10 o'clock, starting with Sleepy Hollow. Hopefully I can figure out something that can be done on the screen or at least on the side so that I'm not just sitting here the whole time and talking, even though again, I can do that all day. Just a little something, something to keep it interesting. Probably find like a game to do or something. Shit, we'll probably play tic tac toe. I don't fucking know. We'll figure it out. Hangman or some shit. Uh, I gotta find that fucking Tim Burton Hangman or some shit. Well, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out tomorrow. Grab my Beetlejuice over here. Today was fun. Can't wait to do it again tomorrow. Um, Again, I really do apologize that I did not do a recap of SmackDown again, but I was playing my video game, which I do want to announce that soon. I will be doing Sims 4 lives. I've The reason why I haven't started those yet is because I've been setting up my Sims. Like I've been looking up the DLCs and stuff that I want for me to start streaming and stuff, and I'm still getting those DLCs. So still putting that together, but soon I will have Sims 4 lives up. The videos I post though will be like edits of my lives. So, well, edits of my recap lives. So, like a watch along, obviously, I'm not gonna edit because it's a watch along. So, we're going along the movie. But like, I will have an edited video of my Raw live, so that we're skipping through. We're not. You guys don't have to watch all the pausing moments and the off trails. You can just get to the points that I'm trying to make about it. Recap of Raw. Oh, damn, I forgot. Raw's on tonight. Oh my god. I have to think how I'm gonna recap Raw now because I got to do my watch along. Oh no. Eesh. Honestly, I'll figure that out. I might actually just go live tonight right after Raw. Um, Seeing as how I completely forgot that I have to do a Raw recap plus a SmackDown recap because I didn't get it out Friday. Again, the reason why I didn't get it out Friday is because I was in the middle of playing my game, and by the time I realized that SmackDown was on, uh, as soon as I realized SmackDown was on, it was already halfway over, and I was like, I'm just gonna have to catch the recap because I've already missed half of it, so I can't give you guys a recap and my reactions of it if I didn't actually see the whole thing to give a reaction to. Oh, sorry, he just now got home. I heard a different car. But still, anyways, yeah. So live, after Raw tonight. Hell, if I can figure out how to do like how to put on Raw while doing it, because I do see that's the only thing that gets me about doing these live streams is that I literally see people live stream while they're watching it, and they have it on the screen for people to like watch along. So it's me trying to find my way like of how to do that because they do it and they don't get in trouble for it. So how do I do it and not get in trouble for it? That's the whole thing, and I'm trying not to get in trouble for it. I don't want to get in trouble for copyright. I don't got money for a copyright lawsuit, okay? So I'm not trying to face one. So yeah, I really want to figure that out because if I can do that, that would make things so much easier for me. That I don't have to take my notes while I'm watching it so that when I go to do this live, I can just, go by my notes about everything that happened because literally my notes, what I think is so funny about taking my notes is that the last Raw, when it was, when, It was Lillian Garcia's first night back. I literally wrote down in my notebook, she said containers. I miss Sam. And then afterwards, people are posting on TikTok about how she said containers and stuff. And I was like, the fact that I wrote a note down the moment it happened. I just don't know how to feel about that. It's like it's crazy to me. But yeah. So I somehow got to figure that out. Don't know how I'm gonna figure that out, but I'm gonna get it figured out. I really do. I really do have my work cut out for me. Jesus, Gaia, help me. Yeah, we'll figure it out though. I'm sure I'll figure it out. So, but we're still doing the watch along tomorrow, even with Raw throwing in a little throwing a little ranch in the plans. That's gonna be my saying. Throwing a little ranch in the plans. Yep, that's me. I own that. Trademarking it right now. Own it. Registered to me. But yeah, we'll get SmackDown done tonight. Watch along tomorrow, and then so on and so forth. What's crazy is that after Halloween, it's still gonna be Halloween. I on this channel, it's Halloween 24/7, or at least spooky vibes all year round. My personality is Halloween. I love it. I love the spooky attire, spooky themes, spooky everything. Eventually you'll see this studio draped out in fucking cobwebs. You know, who don't? See a whole like altar. I don't fucking know, some spooky shit. But yeah, and eventually I'll be able to change my scene into something a little more altered to me, because the scene I have now, obviously as you see, it doesn't really go there. Like, I more spooky, more witchy, even a little bit of cozy. But we'll get that fixed. We'll get it all set up. This is all gonna be great. Like I said from the beginning, you guys are gonna see a lot of growth on this channel. Um, so we're gonna be growing together. This is gonna be a bonding experience. Okay, linked with life. Okay. Oh God, this has been great. This has been fun.
I'm
I
so
know y'all
glad
are
y'all
leaving.
definitely
Damn, she
came
said
through.
forever ago she was gonna go. I'm leaving. I's going. I's going. But again,
Thank you all for
we'll
the
be
support,
here.
Thank y'all for coming through and for my fam and
I
yeah.
y'all pay attention to my uncle. Potter hates everything. Y'all see him right there in the comments. Go like, follow, and subscribe. Obviously, everybody that's in my comments, go like, follow, and subscribe. All of them. Yes, Raw is on tonight. We will be watching. Uh, let me stop. Let me stop. Um,
Let's go.
subscribe to everybody in the comments. Go like, favorite, subscribe. Turn on all notifications. Not personalized. All of them. All the notifications. Um, and the only reason I have Twitter is just for like raw updates and video game updates. Only reason I use Twitter for video game updates. But yeah, gonna go finally after the like third time of me saying it. Tomorrow, 9:30, 10 o'clock. Call on. Make sure you got your popcorn, your shaving blades if you feel like it, your pumpkin heads if you want to. I don't want to say black horse. Maybe a black stallion. There you go. Uh, keep your heads, guys, because tomorrow we just might lose them. Thank you guys so much for watching. Joining live, watching the replay. Do like, favorite, subscribe. I don't have a way to set up donations yet. don't have like a cash app or anything, so I have to set that up. If you guys want to send donations and stuff, which would be very helpful to me because as you see, the studio needs a lot of upgrading, a lot of upgrading. So any donations that I may get eventually will be put into making the studio better so I can make the streams better for you guys. And eventually, once I get this, if I'm able to get the studio set up, I can actually start posting like videos, like cooking videos, even like crocheting videos with, it's nice to know how to crochet. It's nice to know how to have your hands, like nimble. You know what I mean? So, yeah, we'll get into all that. It's all going to be great. Again, for the last time, thank you guys so much for watching.
Yeah, she did
And
her
I will
thing,
see
y'all.
you guys tomorrow.
She did her thing, y'all.
Bye, my mystic queens.
Definitely.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
She did her thing. I am absolutely proud of her. Oh, she even got the ending thing piece in there. You know what? I gotta do that. I gotta figure out how to do that shit. I don't even know how to do that. I gotta put that up with a stream ending. All right, my good people. So there you have it. I mean, she dropped the reveal. That's my niece. That's definitely my niece. You know, um, that's definitely my niece. You. So yeah, I'm a holler at her behind the scenes. We're gonna kick it, but for all my people, Mod Squad, everybody that came through, I definitely appreciate all of y'all for crossing over platforms and showing the support and rocking out with her. We did a recap of the recap. Because I figured that was just a quick way for me to jump in, introduce y'all to her, send some of my people over there that way, and y'all get to see what she do. So now y'all like, sub, hit the notifications, and I'll check in with y'all later on. Like, I'm actually on Yu-Gi-Oh now, but I need to run the store, grab some utensils before we get everything started on our end. So again, thank you all for coming, rocking out with my people. And other channels, smaller channels, hey, y'all hit it, y'all kick it with me. We'll do the same thing if we got to get these numbers up, because that's the whole goal, is to get these numbers up and we all just grow together. So with that said, Carter out. I'll holler at y'all in a little bit, maybe about an hour. Salute.